Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. I hope all is well with you today, and thank you so much for clicking on today's Pick a Card reading, or rather this Pick a Door reading. In this video, we're going to be looking at the next positive change that's coming in for you. So all I need you to do is choose one of these four doors. We have door 1, door 2, door 3, and door 4. So take as long as you need to make your choice. And once you've made it, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. You'll also find the link to my website, so if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, that is where you'll find all of the information. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Okay, group number 1. Let's take a look at the next positive change that's going to be happening for you. Oh, okay. I feel like you're going to start things off with a bang, okay? I feel like, I don't know, I feel really happy for some reason. Maybe because this is a very positive reading, but I just get this, I don't know, this surge of excitement coming through in this particular pile. So let's see, group 1. What is the next positive change that's coming in for you? Okay, so we've got the card of Virgo, a time to give rather than take. So you may resonate with Virgo energy. And then we have Cancer, a personal issue reaches resolution. Okay, the next positive change coming in for you. And then look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Okay. So I'm aware my bracelet, I think, is jangling all over the table and it's probably quite annoying. So let me try and move that so it's not so loud. Okay. Let's just create a bit of space here. So, we've got Sagittarius, Virgo, and Cancer as signs which you may resonate with. Now, in terms of the next change, the next positive change, I feel like there's going to be a trip, okay? I do see some form of travel, like you're going to be going somewhere where you may have to take a different mode of transport as well. So if you're used to driving everywhere, you may take the train. If you're used to taking the train, you may take the bus, or you may fly, or take a boat. I don't know. It just feels like taking a slightly different mode of transport than usual. But in some way, it's going to be a good thing. So you may even get like luxury treatment. Okay, you may even be like upgraded to first class. Okay, interesting. Or you may, for instance, maybe you get a hire car, but then you're supposed to get, I don't know, a more basic version, and then they only have like the higher grade version or something. So you get that at the same price, could be. But I'm seeing something about, could even be an upgrade in your vehicle. So if you might get a newer or higher spec car, or a car full stop if you don't have one. Okay, or for instance, you might get a car if you have a bike, or maybe you get a bike, and that's whatever you see as an elevation. Okay, it's obviously in the eyes of the beholder, isn't it? Okay, but yeah, I definitely feel like there's going to be a change in the way that you transport yourself moving forwards. Okay, now I also feel like something connected to home and family. Okay, there's going to be a change, a positive change in home and family. Now, for some of you, this could be children. Okay, you could be bearing children yourself or impregnating someone. Now, obviously, this is going to be a good thing. Okay, even if it might be scary. Okay, but this could also be someone within your family. Somebody gets pregnant in your family, or maybe even your close circle of friends. Okay, or somebody may just be about to have a baby. But I also feel like if there's been family issues, okay, if you've been having disputes or arguments with family, I do feel like there's going to be a level of resolution there, okay, because there is some kind of personal issue that reaches resolution. So yeah, I feel like if there's something that you know that's been a struggle for you when it comes to family, then just know that that is going to shift, okay? Now, I also feel like, I know it's the next thing, but I feel like there's multiple things, multiple areas of your life that are going to be changing for the better, okay? Because I also feel like something connected to your health, your routine, your daily routine, this could also connect to your work, okay? Because Virgo rules the 6th house, which represents our routines, and obviously our work does come into routine, as well as our physical health, our workouts. So this may be that you start something new in terms of physical exercise, or you may adjust your work schedule, or the way that you live your daily life, something about that. So again, that could have something to do with travel here. Okay, so yeah, for instance, yeah, if you're someone that walks everywhere, you may start getting more transport, like mechanical transport. Okay, so we've got debilitated, discomfort. Okay, the next positive change coming in for you, group one, progressions. Okay, I mean, progressions is a wonderful thing to see because, yes, you are going to be progressing in many different ways, in family involvement, in work involvement, but yeah, again, in travel involvement. Now, this could also be if you're someone that stays at home a lot, or you don't often leave your hometown or the town that you're in, or the city. You may not be able to, or felt able to branch out. Okay, but this, I feel like, is definitely going to shift. You're going to feel like you have more freedom. Okay, and again, maybe an extra level of comfort with this travel, or luxury in some way. But it's interesting because we've got the progressions, and then we've got Sagittarius, which is so expansive, but then we have debilitated, which is the antithesis of this. This is very much, feeling restricted. Things are limited in some way and uncomfortable. So it's like going from a feeling of discomfort to luxury, to pure comfort, because that's what luxury really represents. Okay, in a lot of ways, obviously it can be opulent, it can be grand, but yeah, I'm feeling that there's definitely this sense of things feeling a little bit easier. Okay, because it is a luxury, for instance, to be able to say, I don't know, fly in a private plane. Obviously, I remember hearing someone mention that. I can't remember who it was now. Somebody obviously that travels privately, and someone online, not somebody I know personally, but they feel like they're almost teleporting from place to place because it's so quick. Obviously, I'm not talking about the negative ramifications of it, obviously for the environment, etc. But, for themselves, it feels like they can be in one place so quickly and into another without all of the weight that goes in when you're or flying commercial. Anyway, I know I'm not speaking to many people that obviously are flying private planes, right? But maybe that's why, like, I feel like there's something about luxury, the Sagittarius energy, like, keeps coming through. Like, I don't know if you're destined for big wealth. Maybe you're somebody that feels wealthy, whether you are or you're not. Like, it gives me like this energy of you feeling that way on the inside, and maybe you've been waiting for it to be reflected on the outside. But it just feels like more like who you really are. And it's not about impressing others. Not to say it won't impress others, this level of wealth, but it feels like it's something that will again bring you a level of comfort and security, and a sense of achievement, definitely. But let's see, what else is coming through here? Positive changes are coming your way. Answering the call. Okay, so there's going to be a call. Okay, now this could be a metaphorical call, a call from spirit, a call from the universe to do something more, to elevate yourself. Okay, but now this could also be a literal phone call. Okay, or this could, of course, be a text message or a DM, an email, something that comes in that you answer. And obviously this is going to be a good thing. Okay, so there is something that you are going to respond to. And you don't need to worry about what it is as well. Okay, because not everything needs a response. But you'll know, because this is not something you're going to miss. Okay, you're not going to miss this call. Okay, or even if you, for instance, miss the call, you'd call back. Whatever this is in reference to, you will answer. Okay, but you may want to answer more at this time. Oh, talking stick. So yeah, you'll answer the call and then talk. And Virgo as well is a naturally very talkative sign because it's ruled by the planet Mercury. Co-rules Gemini and Virgo. So again, both very talkative signs. Needs a lot of intellectual stimulation. Okay, so I do feel like that's also something that's very positive that's coming for you. So this may also be a new connection that you're able to go to certain depths with intellectually, okay, or communicatively. Or somebody you already know, for instance, or you reconnect with. Okay, but I'm definitely seeing a lot of talking being beneficial to you moving forwards. Oh my goodness, yes. Look, the spirit of air. Spirit of air represents air sign energy, which is again Mercury ruled. Okay, so again, this is talking a lot to do with your mind. I feel like your mind is going through a level of transformation, but also elevation. This whole reading for you is elevation, moving onwards and upwards. Okay, there's a lot of positive progression moving forwards for you. Okay, and I do feel, yeah, intellectually, you're going to reach new heights. Now, it may be this, do you know what? I think it is, this is what's going to bring you this abundance, this wealth. Okay, and also it makes sense that this would help resolve certain issues. A lot of issues do need to be talked through in order to be resolved. Okay, but it feels like something to do with you talking to others, maybe even something to do with your work. You could be like a podcaster or something, or you could have a very powerful voice. Something about your voice. You could be a singer. Okay, let's just see what else is coming through. Okay, sorry, I'm sure I saw something move out the corner of my eye then. Like, it looked like my curtain moved. Okay. Eight of Emotions. So this is walking away emotionally from something or someone as well. What else is coming through that's positive? Positive changes for you. Okay. So we've got the Devil. We've got the Eight of Materials. And the Star. Wow. Wow, Group 1. Again, I feel like, why am I hearing things? Or seeing, there's something going on here in this reading. Wow. Okay. It's interesting to me because this is one of the only times I've seen the Devil but had a positive feeling about it. Now, maybe that is because this is a positive outcome reading. So regardless of what comes through, it's for your highest good. But even then, sometimes I'd still feel like, oh, that's a dodgy one. Okay. But to me, immediately what I saw was obsession. Okay, but almost fueling the obsession into something really positive. And then when the Eight of Materials came out afterwards and then the Star, it all just made sense. Okay, because I feel like there's something you need to emotionally detach from. And it's almost like you need to transfer the energy into something else in order for you to be able to move forwards. Okay, because you may have been ruminating about something, going round and round and round in circles and feeling like you don't get anywhere. But then you finally reach this place of, internal emotional resolution, that Cancer energy from the beginning. You decide, okay, it's time for me to move on. It's time for me to emotionally leave this in the past and put forth my energy into something tangible, something that has meaning, something that I can see results coming from. Okay, like work. It's one of those things we do have power and control over to a certain extent. But, I say to a certain extent, but we always do. Even if we're stuck in an employed position, we can still break out of it and do something else. It may take time, it may take courage, it will take courage, but it can be done. But either way, I see you really putting a lot of time and effort into something very physical here. So again, this could be your physical body. Okay, for some of you, obviously this is a general reading, so it may apply differently, but it's going to be, some kind of physical effort that you're doing to your body, to your finances, like working towards certain financial goals, working on a business, working on a home renovation, even whatever it may be. It's like you're going to almost obsess about it and feel addicted to the work. Okay, and I feel like that is going to take you to the next level, the Star card. Okay, that is the final level. This is you reaching the place of you've made it. You've made it, okay? So for some of you, you're even destined to be famous here, okay? You're destined to be well known, to be the star, because you do stand out. Whether you want to or not, Group 1, you stand out. And the more you start to focus on whatever this passion is, which don't worry about, by the way, if you don't know what this is yet, it's coming. This may come from the call. Sometimes it's just someone says one thing and that can give you the light bulb moment that pushes you towards what you're destined to do. Okay, so just be open, but it's coming. It can't be avoided. Okay, and you are destined to be very well known and well respected. Okay, but even if you're not comfortable with the element of fame, for instance, It doesn't mean that you have to be in that place, but I feel like what you're doing is somehow going to put you in the spotlight, group one. Okay, maybe that's something you want. Again, maybe it's something you're indifferent to. But ultimately, I feel like it's going to feed your soul. Okay, you're going to feel like this makes sense to me. It's a little unconventional. It's doing something that is very unique. Okay, and that makes sense as to why you'll be so successful. Aquarian energy usually does become very successful because it's so innovative, thinks outside of the box. Okay, and that's, it's the innovations that create all of that abundance and new things coming into the world. So again, this could have something to do with the way you communicate, Aquarius being an air sign as well. Okay, or again, the way that you innovate or invent things. Okay, again, you're destined for big things, group one, and I feel like there are so many blessings coming your way. So yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of layers to this. It's definitely not just one positive change coming, it's more than one. But either way, I hope that this has resonated with you, but of course, give it time. It may not be until reflection that this will all come together and make sense. But if it is making sense, I would love to hear what you have to say if it does. And if you did like it, please do give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is just below for you. And I now offer emergency readings. So if you have a burning question you need answering within 24 hours or less via email, then that will be the reading for you. But check the other reading descriptions because there's different time frames based on which reading you get, which is also reflected in the price. Okay, so I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Okay, group number 2. Let's take a look at the next positive changes coming in for you. Or the next positive change. What is coming in? What is coming in for you? Okay, so we've got full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay, and it's interesting because I was sensing passion coming through here with that red door. Okay, so I do feel something quite exciting and passionate is coming through. Now, we also have you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. So you may resonate with either Cancer, Leo energy. Let me just get one more. The next positive changes coming in for you, group 2. Okay, so we've got a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. So Virgo, Leo, and Cancer. Okay. So I'm really drawn to the Leo energy first. And I feel like this represents fun. Okay, I feel like there's something fun going to be happening here. Now, this might be something fun you're invited to. So it could be an event, could be a date, something romantic, or yeah, just going to a party of some kind. Okay, or going to a restaurant. Okay, I definitely see something about being bold as well, and I feel like you're going to be noticed in some way. Okay, I'm seeing this, I don't know, like you might just have like a big mane of hair, or like your hair stands out, or your skin tone, like you might have a very golden skin tone, or wearing gold, wearing yellow, wearing orange. I don't know, I'm just seeing brightness here. Okay, this may even be the color of your aura I'm picking up on. Okay, but I'm just seeing you feeling much more confident in yourself. Okay, because you may have been feeling at points insecure or down on yourself for a little while, but I feel moving forwards in this very near future, you're going to be feeling much stronger, much more self-assured, and again, much more confident. Okay, so I'm just adjusting my bracelet because it makes quite a racket on the table. So I'm going to try to minimize that sound. Okay, now there could also be some changes when it comes to family, okay, and children with Cancer energy. So, but I'm going to get some more cards before I say any more. The next positive changes coming in for you. Next positive changes coming in for you, group 2. Next positive changes coming in for you. Okay, so we have the card of Pisces, sensitize. And then we have Uranus, change. Okay. So Pisces, and then we've got Aquarius. Uranus rules Aquarius traditionally. So you may resonate with those signs also. But I feel like your psychic gifts are actually going to be improving moving forwards. Okay, and your level of empathy as well. Okay, I don't know specifically what that relates to. Maybe it relates to children, it may relate to animals, it may relate to just people in general, or maybe even to yourself. Okay, but I'm seeing, yeah, this emotional development here. Okay, and this, yeah, sensitization. But maybe this is also about learning how to control your emotions or how you react to your emotions and to your intuition. Okay, Pisces is such a dreamy, imaginative, very psychic sign, but also very emotionally intuitive. But Pisces is one of the most psychic signs. Well, all of the water signs are particularly psychic, and we have Cancer here as well. We don't have Scorpio, but I mean, you may have Scorpio in your chart also, because I do feel like you are psychic beings, group two. I mean, we all are psychic beings, but I feel like you particularly are highly attuned right now. Okay. I also sense you may be good at Reiki. Okay. Maybe you have a Reiki, maybe you've been Reiki attuned, or you have a license, whatever, to practice it. Maybe you've been having Reiki recently, okay? But regardless of Reiki, I feel like you've got very healing hands. Okay, something about your hands I feel like is very, very healing. You may have Chiron in Gemini. Gemini rules the hands, okay? And Chiron being the wounded healer. So you may also find balance in being able to voice certain things, being able to soundboard. You may be somebody that needs to soundboard things just so you can understand and so you can move forwards. Okay, so you may be somebody that likes to voice note, for instance, and listen back to them, and then you gain clarity through that. That was a really interesting message that just came through. That one I just said, I mean, it just kind of came out of nowhere, it feels. But I also feel like here with Uranus, there is going to be changes, but they're also going to be unexpected. Okay, that's what you have to be prepared for when Uranus comes out, because, yeah, these are not things necessarily that you're thinking are going to be the positive changes. Okay, they are going to be somewhat different. Okay, but sometimes some of the best changes that happen are surprises, aren't they? They're unexpected, and yeah, they can really change your mood, obviously. So yeah, I feel like a lot of what's going to be happening and changing is going to kind of come out of the blue for you, and you're going to be like, whoa, how did that happen? Where did that come from? I can't believe it. Now, I also feel like with this a time to give rather than take energy with the Virgo card, I feel like there's something about you gifting someone something, or you're going to extend yourself or your service, because Virgo does rule, acts of service. That could be a love language of yours, for instance. But I feel like you may help somebody out just out of the goodness of your heart, okay? Not because you want to gain anything from it, just because you like to be of help. You like to be of service. Virgo as a sign likes to be of service, okay? And so I feel like you'll do something, but then you're going to get something back in return. But again, it's not going to be like a direct exchange, okay? It's like you won't expect what comes back to you. For instance, you could give somebody a gift and you may expect to get a gift back from that person. You may still get a gift back from that person, but the actual gift from the universe, the real exchange, may come from somebody else entirely or in a different situation. So yeah, I just feel like the energy of reciprocity is really coming through into your reading here. So it's like there's perfect balance, I feel like, is coming through. So also just know this, group two, if you've been doing a lot for other people, okay, and you don't feel like you've been getting much back in return, then this will be your time when the tables turn in your favor and you will start getting things back in return. Okay, so we have Owl Medicine, and then we've got Great Mystery. Ooh, Great Mystery. Love it. Okay, and then Ancestors. And then Song of the Wild on the bottom of the deck. So I also feel like you may be picking up some certain things intuitively through music. Like you may have more of a depth of understanding about a situation, or your feelings about a situation, even when you're listening to certain pieces of music, whether it's, the actual music itself or the lyrics of it. Okay. And I feel like that's really going to help you to tap in to what is needed for you to move forwards. I feel like maybe even music might be like your medicine, or art and being creative is the way that you heal in different ways. Okay, but with the owl as well, this is about seeing from a higher perspective in order to gain wisdom. Okay, so there's a level of detachment I feel like you're going to have here too, where you may leave a situation, or you may decide to put something on the back burner, or just to step back. So you're in more of a place of observation rather than being, say, in the thick of it, right in the middle or at the heart of the situation. It's like coming back. It's like, say there's a fight going on, and it's like, say you're the referee in a fight, say it's a boxing match, and you're seeing it from such a close angle, so you're being able to see all the little fails or all the little bits. I'm really not good at explaining this. You can tell I'm an avid fight watcher. I watch it from time to time. But anyway, so the referee anyway is going to have a different perspective being close up than everybody further back. So that's hence probably why there's sometimes disputes between the crowd and the referee, because they're seeing things from different angles. Okay. And so I feel like that's also something you're being guided to do here. I don't know why sports reference just came through to me either. Okay, I don't know if you're into sports, but yeah, that's something unusual. I've never said that before. So yeah, a lot of things coming through today. But yeah, there's a need to step back to look at it differently. Okay, now this may also be as well like you thinking about your ancestors lately. Okay, thinking about your family, or feeling like you want to actually do your ancestors proud, because that's actually a really positive thing to think, to hold yourself accountable, to think, my ancestors did so much and, died and suffered and struggled, through their lives, so we could be here right now. And it's almost like feeling like if they're watching down over you. Now this, may even be passed on loved ones, or maybe even people that are still around you, but wanting to carry on some kind of legacy, and you feeling like you have a responsibility to your ancestors, but also to the future generations. I feel like there's something about setting the example for your children as well, whether these are children you have now or children you have in the future. Because ultimately, the best way to encourage our children to be the best versions of themselves is to be the best versions of ourselves, and to lead by example. And the more we can lead more positively by example, they will follow the lead. Okay. And now this doesn't have to be about children. This could be about a community. If you're somebody that's a natural born leader and you're, leading your local community or a wider community. Okay. I'm just seeing a lot of people looking up to you. But also I'm seeing at times you needing space. Like I'm getting a very private energy from you. But it's interesting because like you may be like an INFJ or something in the Myers-Briggs, but I'm seeing like this, like, that introverted extrovert or an extroverted introvert. ENFJ is the other one, isn't it? But it just or INFP just came to me too. But yeah, I feel like there's this part of you that wants to be seen, wants to be noticed, is a natural... I just heard clown, but I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but I just feel like you're somebody that is quite funny and somebody that can make other people laugh, and like you're an entertainer. So think about you being an entertainer, but not in a way people laugh at you, but people laugh with you if you're naturally funny, or that you stand out in some way. But then it's almost like there's this very private, hidden part of yourself. It's like I'm getting tortured artist vibes, where you may feel like there's a lot of depth to you and a lot of pain that's actually underneath the bravado at points. And not to say the bravado, that dramatic side to yourself, that Leo energy, is not who you are, because it's all who you are. But it's like you'll only show that part of yourself to the world. And I feel like this part remains quite hidden. But anyway, I feel like we're going really deep into this. We're supposed to be looking at the next good thing, but it may be that you focusing on these things, stepping back, maybe having a bit more time to yourself, or having a balance between being seen, being noticed, being out there, extroverted, and having a balance between being introverted, okay? Because you need both, I feel like, for your group 2 in order to feel like you're thriving in life, but also you're recharging. Because as they say, extroverts charge up when they're around other people, and introverts charge up in alone time. But if you're somebody that needs both, like myself, I would class myself as that in terms of, well, yeah, I have those moments of being, I would say, extroverted and introverted, and I need both. So each to their own. Okay, the next good thing, the next positive thing coming in for you, next positive change. Now we've got the 5 of inspiration, which is, I feel like it's something competitive coming through. Now, sometimes it can represent arguments or conflict, but again, this is a very positive reading. This is the next positive thing coming through, yes? So I mean, but it may be. The thing is, we don't know how the universe works sometimes, do we? And how it's weaving things. And it may be that you have some kind of an argument, dispute with somebody, but then that clears the air, or it clears the path for you to do something else, for you to make a change. Because maybe you were worried about what someone would say, but say you fall out with them and then you decide, I don't care what they say anymore. I'm going to follow my gut or my heart. Yeah, because this Nine of Pentacles is about freedom and independence as well. Okay, this could be financial independence. So if you've been relying on a particular source of income or family or a partner or even like a particular job and you're wanting to go self-employed, this can represent being self-employed or owning a business, okay? Or again, just feeling more free, like you can do what you want to do moving forwards. The Ace of Swords, there's a cutting off of something. So I do feel as well you're going to release something here. You're going to like cut the ties. Like I literally see like you being bound up by cords and then someone handing you a knife, like a Stanley knife, and you're able to just cut them, free yourself, and then it's like you can just run. Like you felt trapped, you felt stifled, I feel like, for so long, but now you're going to feel free. Like I see responsibilities being lifted from you. Okay, so if you felt burdened lately and there's been so much on your shoulders, no more. I feel like there's definitely a release of that. And yeah, again, more fun coming into your life, because I feel like that's so needed, group 2. You really do. I feel like you deserve it. You deserve a holiday, you deserve a break, you deserve to just live your life a little bit and not be feeling like you're slogging away for no result. So just know that there is a change coming, okay? Positive change coming. But I feel like that change will come from you actually stepping back first and making some kind of, or changing your perspective on something, okay? And then this epiphany is going to come. You're going to have more clarity. And I feel like, yeah, you're going to cut something off and then you're going to thrive. Look, we've got the Muse of Voices here, okay? I mean, literally, look, dancing. I'm seeing dancing. I'm seeing your body move a lot as well. So you may, go to a party where there's dancing, or even somewhere where you'd wear a ball gown or a very long flowing dress. If you're a female, or whether you're a male, you like to wear dresses, whatever, you're cool. But I'm seeing a long flowing dress. So this may be a wedding that you're invited to, or a wedding you end up having. Okay. I do feel like this particular reading for you, group 2, there is a level of mystery because we've got Pisces and the Great Mystery card. I feel like there are certain things that are meant to happen as a surprise with the Uranus energy as well. So I feel like this particular reading may not have given away as much as maybe the other piles have. I mean, I've only done group 1 so far. Obviously, I'll see what happens in group 3 and 4, but I feel like your guides are almost keeping something back here because you're meant to experience it in the present moment. You're meant to be surprised. And if you get too much specificity today, I feel like then it won't be a surprise and it won't have that knock-on effect that's needed. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up on, group 2. I hope it resonates. Please do feel free to comment below. I would love to know if it does. And if you did enjoy this, please do give the video a thumbs up, because all of your support is so much appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is just below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Okay, group number 3. Let's take a look at the next positive change that is coming to you. Okay, we have bring love into this situation, new moon in Aquarius. A time for healing. Okay, we've got a lot of purple coming through here, so it's just making me connect to the third eye. So I feel like you're actually very intuitive, maybe just in general, but at this moment I feel like you're going through a very intense intuitive time. So you may be picking up on a lot of spiritual signals. Okay, and I do feel like this is going to be beneficial for you, seeing as this is the next positive change coming in. I'm really drawn to this number 2. Even though it says 42, I was seeing it as a number 12. So I don't know if that number 12 has any significance for you, a specific date. But 12 or the number 2 seems to be coming through very prominently. Now, Aquarian energy, this is about air. This is communication and connecting with other people. And it also represents groups of people. So I feel like something connected to friends, okay, or society at large, I feel like is going to be a positive change and improvement for you. So, yeah, if you feel like you haven't been having a lot of social time, then that's going to switch. Okay, you're going to be having a lot of things to go to, a lot of things to attend. Now, it may be that you've had to isolate yourself for a time period because of this time for healing. So maybe that you've been going through some kind of either physical, mental, emotional healing. And this may have caused you to isolate yourself for a little while whilst you take care of yourself. But then the change that's coming in, I feel like there's going to be a lot of people around you. Okay, then we've got what do you need to release, waning moon. So yeah, I feel like the next positive change will be you letting go of something that was painful to you. Okay, so something that was painful to you. And the thing is, for instance, going through physical pain, it's only the absence of pain that makes us feel okay. Okay, but we can go throughout our lives and we won't necessarily feel super happy about not being in pain. But it's when we feel pain and then the pain leaves is when we feel happy that the pain is no longer there. So we have that frame of reference. So I almost feel like you going through something quite painful, like I said, whether this is physical, mental, or emotional, I feel like this is going to change your perspective in a way where you start to be more grateful for being out of this, okay, or coming through this on the other side. Okay, and then we've got your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. So we've got earth sign energy now coming through. Now, I feel like you're either going to be gifted something quite expensive, okay, or you're going to buy something quite expensive for yourself, okay. This is like some kind of luxury item. One second, I just need to cough. Yeah, so if there's like a larger ticket item or something that's quite high value that you've been wanting, seeking out, I feel like you're going to receive it. Like I said, either you're going to be gifted it or you are going to buy it yourself. Okay. Now, it may be as a reward for what you've been going through. You may decide to treat yourself and think, you know what, I've been going through so much, I deserve this. Or someone else, again, maybe a friend of yours is going to gift you something. Okay. Yeah, let's get some more information here. Yes, let's look at the nature spirit. What's the next positive change coming in for you, group 3? Nature spirits. Smudging ceremony. Spirit of earth. Again, so much earthy energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, which you may resonate with. But I also feel like a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn friend is going to be coming in. Now, this could be a brand new friend, okay, or somebody that you already know that's going to be more present in your life moving forwards, I feel, okay. Sorry, I don't know why my throat is like this today. One second, let me just have a drink. Okay. So, the smudging ceremony, this just makes me connect back to this time for healing, because this is about cleansing. When you smudge, you use sage to smudge your home, to smudge yourself, to smudge the energy of a certain place, or to release negative energy from certain places or from yourself. So yeah, I also feel like if you've been very, very low vibrational lately, then you're going to clear that energy and you're going to maneuver yourself into a much more positive, higher vibrational energy. Okay, so this, I feel like it's going to be part and part, like you doing things to get yourself out of this, but also your friends, okay, doing things to get yourself out of this, okay. And I say friends specifically because of the Aquarian energy, but it could also be a family member, it could be a colleague, somebody you work with. Either way, it's going to be somebody who's going to act on behalf of your as your friend. They're going to act as if they care. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Act as if they care. They're going to show that they care with their actions. It's not like this person doesn't care. I do feel they do, but I just said that wrongly. Okay, but Well, maybe for some of you, I didn't, okay? Tarot is what it is. So for some of you, it may be the case. It may be somebody that does selfless deeds in order to feel good about themselves. Okay, but then that's a whole other philosophical question for another day. Okay, but either way, I definitely see you getting a helping hand. Now, I also feel like you're going to connect more with Mother Nature, with all of this earth energy that's coming through. I feel like you're going to get a lot of healing from being connected to nature. So whether this is taking walks in nature, taking barefoot walks on the grass, which connects and grounds you to the earth. Maybe for some of you, this could even be walking in a desert, depending on obviously where you live. Like I'm seeing mountains here specifically. So I feel like some kind of mountain walk or a hike, I feel like is going to be very freeing for you. Okay. And I feel like the more you connect with nature, the more you are healing. Okay. But with all of the earth energy, this can also represent, like I said, physical health, but also finances. So I do feel there's going to be some level of improvement in your finances here. Okay, I definitely feel like there's an elevation to your finances. So there may be, now may even be you sell something that's of value. Okay, or someone offers to buy something from you. Interesting. Next positive changes coming in for you, group number 3. Midheaven, pinnacle. Okay, that's interesting as well, because think of the pinnacle is the top, would be the top of this castle, okay, or the top of the mountains. So whether this is literal or figurative for you, I do feel like you're going to reach new heights. So again, this could be very physical in terms of you going on a hike, or for some of you, this might even be going into some kind of historical building, okay? You may be going on a cultural visit somewhere, or this could even be a religious building. You know, it looks very much like a church, doesn't it? Or a castle. So yeah, that could be very literal for you. You could be going on some kind of exploration there, okay? But the pinnacle here in astrology, the midheaven, represents in part your career, okay, but it's the top point of the chart, okay, so this can be the place where you are most well recognized or understood, or where you reach the highest of heights in terms of success. So we all have that point in our chart, but it depends on the sign that it's in, and you know whether there are any planets conjuncting the midheaven or aspecting it, which could be quite telling. Okay, but I do feel that there are new heights you are going to reach financially, and certainly in terms of your career. Okay, now it may be that it's both, like you go up to the top of a mountain and you gain some level of clarity, which helps you to progress in your career. Okay, or helps you reach certain goals. Like this could even be physical goals. You might have been thinking about running a marathon or something, and this is like reaching the finish line. Okay, what is the next positive change coming in for you? Okay, so we have progressions, journey, and then Gemini cross-pollinates. Okay. So, I mean, progressions is always a positive thing to come through, certainly in this reading, okay, because this shows that yes, you are going to be progressing to the next level. And I really do feel like this is talking about your finances and career, okay. I definitely see that for you, but this could also be in other areas, okay. You may notice certain friendship or relationship connections improve or progress to the next level, okay. Now we also have the Gemini energy here, which is about communication, the mind, okay. The third house is ruled by Gemini, which represents our neighbors as well as our siblings, short distance travels, you know, the places that we go on a regular basis, such as the local food shop or the gym or school or work, whatever it may be, okay. Now, maybe that you meet somebody, I feel like you will. I feel like you're going to meet somebody on one of these mundane trips, okay. So, you may just, like I said, you go to the supermarket and you might run into an old friend who then connects you with an opportunity for work. It's so interesting the way life can be sometimes, especially when you're very open to it, when you're open to the new opportunities that can come your way. Okay, and I feel like you are somebody that's very receptive, okay, or certainly you will be moving forwards, especially as you're coming out of this dark phase of healing. Okay, this low vibrational energy is shifting for you, which I feel is actually going to be the biggest positive change, okay, because naturally then you're going to start attracting more and more positive things. But sometimes we have to get into those low vibrational states, like I said initially, because sometimes it's the act of comparison that can help us feel happier. So I do feel like things have been pretty tough for you, okay, group 3. I definitely feel like this has been the hardest pile in terms of what you've been through. Okay, you've gone through so much, but it's time now for a change, okay, and it's time for spontaneity. Gemini, it's so like quick moving, like changing of minds, okay. This could be like you change your mind about something you thought was set in stone and you realize it's no longer, or someone changes their mind about a connection with you and wants to make something work. But I definitely see like this very quick, sudden change of mind or change of direction, okay? Like this could be something you decide to do very spontaneously. And you just think, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to apply for this job. I'm going to start this new business. I'm going to run this marathon. Like, I'm just going to do it. And it just comes to you like a light bulb moment, I feel, okay? Now, I also feel like that, I mean, there's definitely communication coming in. That's going to be a very positive change for you, okay? Because we saw that with the Aquarian energy, but it's doubly confirmed now with the Gemini card. So you are going to be receiving, yeah, a lot of communication. So yeah, if things have been very quiet, you've not been receiving a lot in that respect, that is going to flip as well on its head, okay? And you may even get to the point where you're like, oh my God, I long for the quiet again, okay? But you're definitely going to be busy in terms of people, in terms of communication. And look at that. We have the Sun card, which I don't think we could get much better than that, okay, when it comes to this positive change reading, okay? Because this shows ultimate joy and a positive outcome. This is you being full of optimism, okay? Things are all starting to work out in your favor and you start to feel the sun again in your life, okay? Now, you may even go on a trip because we did have the journey card, so you may be going on a trip to somewhere sunny, okay? That could also be a very positive change. Or you may book somewhere, okay? And then it gives you that something to look forwards to in the future. But yeah, I definitely see like your life is going to improve dramatically here and very positively. Okay, we've got the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, the next positive change is coming into your life. The Justice card. Wow, okay. Okay, this is amazing. And especially for tarot as well, because tarot itself can be quite cutthroat, very blunt, and even in positive readings it can bring out some things that are heavier, but these are all so good, and it's even brought out a couple of things I wasn't necessarily expecting, okay? So this may be things that, you know, they all roll off one another. So like you get one phone call and then, you know, that phone call leads into another opportunity, and then that opportunity leads into another one, like a snowball effect, okay? Because we've got the 3 of Pentacles here, which this could be about studying something new or learning something. So you may be given the opportunity to, study or learn something new, whether this is a brand new thing or even improving upon skills or training that you've already had. Okay, I definitely feel like there's an opportunity for more learning coming your way. Now, the Justice card, this can represent relationships, but also contracts. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like you're going to end up in a relationship. Okay, potentially with one of these friends or a friend of a friend. 1 second, I just need to cough. So yeah, this could be a relationship that is formed after you get into this super happy place, okay? And you may be even thinking right now, oh, but I'd be a lot happier if I had a partner, for instance. I'm just having a sip of my coffee, 1 sec. Okay. So yeah, it could be. Now, you could already be in a relationship, and if things haven't been going well, okay, that's another positive thing that I'm seeing coming through for you. Now, obviously, this is a general reading, so not necessarily all of this is going to apply. So just disregard what doesn't make sense for you. But yeah, I definitely see a more balanced relationship, partnership coming through. Like I said, this could be a romantic partnership, but it could also be a business partnership, okay? Because, like I said, this can represent contracts and things going in your favor. So, yeah, for some of you, this is definitely like a work contract, okay? Something new that's going to bring you a lot more abundance, okay? And it's going to feel a lot fairer. And then the nine of emotions is just like feeling so happy. I mean, it's not quite the 10 of emotions. It's like the happiest you can be emotionally. Nine is like pretty much there. Okay, and I think that that's a good place to aim for. So I feel like you're going to be in a super happy place moving forwards. And it really does feel like such night and day transition from either how you're feeling now or how you've been feeling recently to what I foresee for you moving forwards. It just looks like things are just going to get better and better and better. You are on this upward trajectory here. Okay, your life is going to take a much more positive turn in multiple different ways here. So embrace it, enjoy it, okay? And I truly hope that this resonates with you. And please do give the video a thumbs up if it did. I would love to have your feedback and support. I very much appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is down below for you. And I now offer emergency readings also. So if you have a burning question you need answering within 24 hours or less, that will be the reading for you. But if you check the description for each reading, it'll tell you the time scale that you'll receive the reading in, because each reading does have a different time scale, which is dependent upon my current demands. Okay, so anyway, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, Group 3. Bye for now. Okay, group number okay, group number 4. Let's take a look at the next positive change that's coming in for you. Okay, group number 4. What is the next positive change coming in for you? Oh, okay. Straight out of the gates, we have a new start is coming. Okay, so yeah, there is something new coming in for you that is going to bring a lot of positive change. Okay. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So Leo energy. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. A lot of fire now coming through here. And then your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Okay, didn't mean to hit the camera. One sec. Okay. Okay. So I feel like it's your confidence first. Okay, I feel like you gaining more confidence is what's going to lead you into this new beginning. So you taking some kind of confident action, because I mean, we've got Aries, which is cardinal fire, which is about creation and initiating new plans of action. Okay. And naturally as well, pushing ourselves, doing things that are outside of our comfort zone can create inner confidence and courage, because that's the meaning of the word courage or bravery, is to feel afraid to do something but to do it anyway. Okay. And so I feel like there's something you're going to act upon. Okay, something you are going to do, group 4, first, which is going to bring about this new start that's going to feel very positive. And like I said, it's going to bring you this level of confidence, because especially if there's something you've been thinking about, I don't know if I'll be any good at this, I don't think I'll be successful, I don't know if I should even bother. But it's like you never get anywhere in life if you don't take risks, okay? And certainly Aries is a real risk taker. The fire signs are more of risk takers in general, but specifically Aries. Okay, but with Leo here as well, there's a competitiveness. And it may even be that something occurs that causes you to feel competitive. Like you need to win against someone or something. I don't know, but it's like that competitive drive, I feel like, is what pushes you forwards. So, for instance, say you have an idea, a business idea, or a creative project idea, and you've been thinking about initiating it, but you keep putting it on the back burner. And then you hear somebody talk about doing the same thing, okay? Or you see somebody doing the same thing that you were going to do. And then that creates this fire within you where you go, hey, that was my idea. I wanted to do that first. I'm doing this. And that forces you to do it yourself. Not to say you're going to say that to this person, obviously, but that's the feeling, okay? Because it almost feels a little bit angry, okay? But anger is not itself a negative emotion, okay? Every emotion that we have, that we feel, is there for a purpose, okay? And I feel like it's almost this anger, and maybe even anger at yourself, that will cause you to take action because you don't want somebody else to get what you wanted, okay? Through the fact that you don't want to receive, hold on, rewind, because you don't want to feel like you're living in regret. So off the back of you not wanting to feel regret by not taking this risk or this chance, I feel like that will push you to do this, okay? And again, that will create this confidence. Even regardless if you don't see the results of it straight away or even later on, it'll still give you that confident edge that I feel like you've been needing. And I feel like it's there within you already, Group 4, but you may have just like fallen off the wagon a little bit or lost your way, lost your confidence. You know, it happens to the best of us at times, okay? But I feel like that feeling isn't going to last long for you. So if you have been worried about that or worried whether you are good enough, you may have even been worried like that you have imposter syndrome or something, and that, you know, you're like living in a delusional place. For some of you, okay, disregard what makes sense. Oh my God, disregard what doesn't make sense, of course. This being a general reading, not everything's necessarily going to apply to everybody. But it certainly feels like, yeah, you're going to push yourself, and that's going to make you feel like, yeah, you know what, I'm more powerful than I thought I was. And I can achieve a lot more than I thought I could. Okay, and as it says, confidence is your key to success. So whatever you can do to raise your confidence levels, that's going to bring you this abundance here, okay? Because then we've got a new start is coming, and then also your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. And Capricorn is one of the most hardworking signs, okay? And I'm not talking about people that are just sun sign Capricorns, but the sign itself, Capricorn, is disciplined. Extremely disciplined. And because that's the difference between motivation and discipline, okay? Because I like the phrase action before motivation, okay? Because some days we may feel motivated, okay, to do things, and other days we're not going to feel motivated. But what pushes us through is discipline. We can't constantly rely on motivation to keep us going. Okay, we have to rely on being disciplined, on being consistent, on showing up every single day, rain or shine. Even if you fail, even if things aren't going well, it's like you keep plugging away, and then you succeed, because that also builds confidence, because you're not willing to give up. Okay, I feel like you're a fighter, Group 4. I feel like you're going to live a very long time as well. I don't know why, but that just came through to me then. Like you just have, I feel like these survival instincts that are so deeply ingrained within you, okay? But let me just get some more information here. The next positive change coming your way. Trickster. Interesting. Flowing river. Gathering your tribe. Okay. I'm a little unsure about this trickster energy here. This is making me think of the magician. But in terms of something positive, now this may be that you see through someone's true colors, okay? If somebody you feel like is trying to manipulate you or trying to trick you into something, I feel like, yeah, you will see through that. Now, it may be that you actually need help from friends or from your tribe in order to see it, because sometimes it's hard to see things clearly ourselves. Sometimes we need other people to be able to look at things from a different perspective, so they can give us our opinion, or certainly from an unbiased or from a detached perspective. Because that's why it's important to listen to our friends. Obviously, friends that we truly trust, I'm not talking about friends, obviously, that are two-faced or don't have your best interests at heart, but then they shouldn't really be friends or be classed as friends. But real friends, they'll always be able to see, look from the outside at your relationship and say, that seems off to me, okay? And without any agenda, but just in terms of caring about you and being able to see things that you may not be able to see. So that's why it's important. Sometimes we need a tribe. Everybody needs people, no matter what anybody says. Even if you go through times of being alone, we all need human beings. We are social creatures, okay? And some of us need more time with people than others. Some of us need more alone time than others. But in order to truly thrive, okay, and get to the point that the thing is, if we want to feel successful, we still need some level of support here. So yeah, if you don't feel like you've been well supported by others moving or in the past or in the present, then I do feel that's going to shift, okay? And I also feel like people that don't have your best interests at heart will disappear from your life, okay? They're going to flow down this river. And I feel like you're going to start attracting people that do have your best interests at heart and people that do care for you, your well-being and your future, and will be upfront and honest with you about that. And people that don't have your best interests at heart, people that want to see you fail, people naturally that are insecure. They're insecure of your success. They're insecure of your talents, insecure about your level of confidence, okay? And like I said, they don't want to see you succeed because it's like you holding up a mirror to them of how unsuccessful they are. But those kind of people, I mean, like I said, they've got their own healing to do. They're on their own healing journey. So, but they're not doing you any good. Okay. So, I mean, if you can identify certain people in your life like that, just something to note. I'm never going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. Obviously, you have free will and, you have to make your own decisions. But I do feel like people's true colors will be revealed. Okay, so even if you're not sure right now, I do feel the truth will come to light. Okay, and again, I feel like those that are not for your highest good, or those that simply aren't on your path anymore, because that's the thing, we can grow apart from people. And it's not about being more evolved than someone or putting yourself as higher up than them. Just because someone's insecure doesn't mean you're better than them for not being insecure. Okay, we're all human beings, we're all navigating our own lives, and everybody's different and evolves at different stages as well. But I just feel like for you, you may be leaving certain people in the past because you're going on different journeys. And I feel like the people that are meant to be on this journey will stick around, will stay with you. And you will also come into alignment with new people that are for your highest good and that are going to help not only push you, but support you in these endeavors that you're going through, okay, in these new changes, this new start that's coming, which I want more clarity about actually before I look at tarot. What is this new beginning specifically for you? What is this new beginning coming through? What is this new beginning? Uranus change, okay, interesting. So the change or the start is going to come out of the blue, okay? It's going to feel very much unexpected or quite shocking, okay? Because the Uranus energy is, it's unexpected, it's rebellious, unconventional, it's Aquarian energy, okay? But it can also represent friends and groups of people. But let's just see, what is this new start specifically for you? What is this new start that's coming for you? Oh, fourth house, home. Okay, so you may be moving homes. Okay, you could either be relocating to a new location, to a new area, to a new city, town, even country. Or just, this could also be renovation of home, okay? Making some kind of unexpected, or maybe people don't expect you to make this change to your home or to leave the home that you've been in. Something about the home is coming through here specifically about this new start. But what else is coming through about this new start? What is this new start for you, group 4? Oh, Vesta Hearth. So again, I'm seeing like all of these pillars here. And something about a home structure is coming through there. Right, one more card, please. One more card about this new start, this new positive change that's coming through. And then we've got Sagittarius, expand. Yeah, so for some of you, you're going to be moving into a bigger residence, okay? I see Yeah, the expansion here. So, yeah, if you've been living in a smaller place, you're going to move to a bigger place. Say you live in an apartment, you may move into a house. Okay, or if you live in a house, you may move into a bigger house. Now, for some of you, you may also travel. You may, like I said, move to a completely different place, somewhere that's really far away from where you've been. Now, you may even start looking at houses elsewhere. You may even be just online looking at places that are in, like I said, a different country or a different city or a different town. I definitely see big movement here. So, yeah, if you don't end up expanding the actual size of your home, you're going to move one way or the other. That's what I'm seeing here for you in terms of the change. But again, the change may not be exactly the next thing that happens, but it may be that this is the knock-on effect. For instance, of you initiating something, finding that confidence, removing certain people or letting certain people fall away, sticking with people that are there for you, having new friendships come in. All of these things that are happening that are going to lead you to this point, this new start. Okay, for some of you, this may be straight away. Maybe you already know that you're moving, or you're already planning to move. But this is coming. So for some of you, this will come instantly. Okay, for some of you, this is going to take a little longer to come to fruition. Of course, when it comes to actual homes, it's never a quick process, is it? So anyway, let's just get some more information about the next positive change coming in for you. Okay, we have the Six of Materials, the Strength card, the Leo card again, Page of Voices, and the Magician. And then one more, please. Queen of Emotions. Okay. I mean, that's the thing. Throughout this reading, I felt there hasn't been much emotional energy coming through here. Okay, except until this Queen of Coins, Queen of Emotions has come through, but she's reversed. So I do feel like if you're not feeling the most emotional right now, that's going to continue. You may be quite emotionally stoic, okay, not showing your real feelings or not reacting to them in some way, okay, keeping a level of detachment from your emotions when it comes to these new changes, which I feel like is going to be beneficial to you in some way. But now the Six of Materials reversed is a lack of reciprocity. Okay, a feeling like you're not getting as much as you're giving. Okay, or you're giving to, you're not, I don't know what's wrong with my words today. But yeah, it's either you're giving too much or you're not giving enough. It's one way or the other. Okay, so whichever one resonates with you, that's the one. Okay, there's a feeling of, something isn't balanced here. And the Strength card, when it's reversed, this can be like your weakness or feeling like it's like your Achilles heel or your kryptonite. Okay, something connected to the lack of reciprocity makes you feel weak. So again, maybe, if you have been giving, but maybe you've not been demanding to get anything back in return, or you've just been keeping quiet, because I feel like here with the Page of Voices, there's like a shyness coming through here. Yeah, so much this shy, introverted, unsure of yourself energy. But then I feel like that's changing. I really do. I feel like then with the Magician card, something is going to switch in your mind, okay, that causes you to throw away those feelings, those worries, those doubts, the concerns about what other people think of you, what other people think of the way you take action. And I feel like this is you, again, releasing your emotion, releasing your worry, and taking action, moving forwards, initiating some new plan. Okay, and it doesn't have to be anything major either. This could be something that's quite seemingly insignificant to other people, but it'll be a really poignant moment for you. Okay, something that pushes yourself out of where you currently are, because that's how you truly succeed. And I just get that sense with you, Group 4, that you're meant for bigger things. And you know that. You know that deep down that you're meant for bigger things. But in order for you to attain those bigger things, you need to do something different than what you're doing now, because if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to continue getting the same as what you're getting. Okay, so the only way for you to elevate, for you to increase, to get what it is that you desire in the future, you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone and do things differently. Okay, and that's exactly what I see you doing here. Okay, because I do see so much growth, but I feel like you're in that sort of beginning stages. Like the seeds, I feel like have already been planted. Okay, so they're in the what stage? It's not the harvesting stage. What's the stage before? Like the growing stage, or the there's another word and I can't think what it is, but I'm sure, or any gardeners, you'll know what I'm talking about. Or gestation, is that the right word? Gestation phase, where things are, they're all growing, or it's happening under the surface. Okay, the seed's planted, it's there, but it hasn't risen past the soil yet. It hasn't bloomed at this moment, but it will. It will. You've already laid down the seeds. Your hard work is paying off. This is something that you're already working on, that you're already doing. But there's something else, okay? Something else that I feel like is going to tip the scales in your direction. Something, again, that you're going to act upon, which is going to give you that edge of confidence and will then lead you into that place of true success, okay? Which is what I see here. True success for you and bigger things. Like you're meant to be somebody that, I don't know, lives a very expansive life, full of travel, big homes, maybe even wealth, okay, a lot of wealth, and possibly even being in the spotlight with all of this Leo energy. I feel like in some way you're meant to be seen, okay, but it's not like I'm seeing a huge amount necessarily if you don't want to be famous. Not everybody wants to be famous, of course, but yeah, I don't know. There's a chance, there's a big chance, possibility that you may end up that way. But I don't feel like, I don't know for you. I feel like it may not be something you actually desire, but it may just be a natural byproduct of the work that you've put in and the efforts and how you've attained what you've attained. Because then I see you giving advice to younger people one day, because they'll see what you have managed to achieve. And I feel like, yeah, you are needed, Group 4, in order to help the younger generation one day. I can definitely see that. I feel like you're going to be able to give them so much wisdom. So it's like you're having to go through what you're going through now so you can obviously achieve what you need to achieve and then pass down that wisdom for others so they can start achieving their dreams and goals also. So yeah, a lot of positive things coming through for you, Group 4. Please feel free to share your thoughts with me in the comments below if it makes sense. Would love to have your feedback. And please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all the information is down below in the description box. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.